Hey everybody, Darius Explains. It's Sunday, July 5th. Wow, 4th of July weekend was crazy. Happy 250th, 4th of July. What's on my mind today? Don't compare yourself. Like we all haven't heard that before. And I understand, it's hard not to look at other people, but I have to call BS on don't compare yourself. I understand, the whole comparison is the thief of joy, but you gotta understand something. It's natural. Human beings evolved by acknowledging what we have and what we don't have in comparison to other people. If you're in a fight or if you're at war and your opponent is bigger, stronger, they have more numbers, maybe they're smarter, faster, you're not going to beat them in a fair fight. You're not going to beat them with brute force. You use that analysis and you strategize. Maybe you build up some tools, get some weapons, make an alliance. Think about it like this. Look back on the American Revolution for the 4th of July. If you actually study the 4th of July, it wasn't a celebration. It was extremely depressing. I'm going off the movie 1776, with John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, Ben Franklin. At the end, they were basically signing their death warrants because compared to the British Empire, the British military, the British Navy, the colonists were actually very pitiful and pathetic. They didn't have nearly as many men as they projected. The men were poorly trained. George Washington was one of the only few professional soldiers, and looking back, he wasn't really that great. He was just the best person they had. They didn't have a lot of money. So you know what? They realized, we can't win unless we get outside help. We're going to have to go to the French, who they're already at war with Britain, but they already didn't like us because, that French-Indian War. They go to the Dutch. They go to the Spanish. The American Revolution would not have succeeded without the help of foreign powers. It wasn't this spectacular victory. It was just the colonists outlasting the British, basically making it more trouble than it's worth. Because of comparison. If they were just bold and brash, they would have just gone out in a blaze of glory. The British would have conquered them. The revolution would have just been a minor rebellion, a minor footnote. In our own lives, I'm a fat guy. I want to be thin. I see other people who are in shape. I ask them, how do you guys get bigger muscles? How do you guys look leaner, stronger? They're nice enough to give me pointers. Likewise, I'm tall. I don't go out of my way to look at that, but people come up to me. They compliment me. They say, wow, you're really tall. I wish I could be really tall like you. Hey, Shaq. Yeah, I wear my Shaq jersey. I know this is Knicks country in Jersey, but a lot of people still love Shaq. And every now and then I'm in the grocery store. It's like, sir, can you reach this? I'm really short. If I try to reach it, it might fall and break something. It might fall and hurt me. To which I say, yes. That's comparison. Comparison isn't always a bad thing. In fact, for a lot of things, it's necessary. Another thing, the job market. A lot of people looking for work these days, having a hard time. One of the big reasons is their skills are out of date. Another is they don't have the right connections. Then they'll look at the people who do have the good jobs. It's almost like those people have things I don't. I better figure out what they have and adjust accordingly. Well, that was a mouthful, but comparison isn't always wrong. It's not always bad. In fact, it's very much necessary. I mean, when you guys go about your daily lives, when you see people worse off than you, example, the homeless people. You see a homeless man missing his legs. Do you compare yourself and go, wow, I'm so jealous of that homeless person over there in his wheelchair. He's been out there in the cold for years. Been out there in the heat. Smells like crap. Nobody takes them seriously. I'm so jealous of them. I guess that's kind of morbid, but you get the point. I guess that's my rant on comparison. Like, people tell you, don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. It's the thief of joy, but it's human. It's natural. It's natural to compare. It's the only way you know if you measure up or not.